What's up, guys? It's the ALE XX. And in a month from today, we're getting Star Wars The Force Awakens. But why not talk about some of the greatest movies of all time? Yeah, I'm saying it right now, Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Matter of fact, as you can tell, I'm wearing the original Star Wars t-shirt that I got at Hot Topic. Thank you. Um, it is some of the greatest movies that I've. It was like not the prequels. They have their moments, but they're not off. They're not like amazing compared to these movies. I mean, shoot. Um, yeah. Let's just talk about them for. I mean, I'm getting excited. Let me just say that obviously, like they have like some of their like disappointments, especially in Return of the Jedi. I know a lot of people hated some parts from Return of the Jedi, like the Ewoks or Boba Fett's death, which I will say sucked. But at the end of the day, it was still managed to like just wrap up everything and make it, in fact, the greatest trilogy of all time. I don't have the DVDs with me as we speak. They're actually at my mom's house. Yeah, if you don't know, my parents are divorced. I'm staying at my dad's today. Staying in my mom's the whole weekend when I get my full week of break. Thanksgiving. Yeah. But anyways, let's just talk about this already. We kick it off with A New Hope, and it just starts with a bang with a invasion of the Empire and Darth Vader, not the Empire. We get that later. But Darth Vader just basically takes over, and he takes Leia, and but at the same time she sends R2D2 and C3PO away, uh, um, saying that she needs to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. But sure enough, Luke Skywalker happens to find these robots, and he finds the message saying, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope. And then as the story goes on, they find Obi-Wan. He want he meets he meets the guys, and eventually they have to stop Darth Vader. But of course they're gonna need some help to get to Darth Vader. So they go out of their way, and they find two of the greatest characters of all time. We get Chewbacca and my favorite, Han Solo. I love Han Solo. He was just an amazing character. What more can I say? Yeah, Harrison Ford just delivered in so many ways. Hold on, I need to send something. Yeah, but shit. So eventually all of those guys are set together, and they're gonna help rescue Leia and hopefully stop the Empire. So of course they do save Leia, but throughout the journey it's just fun. You between that and between meeting the characters, like getting the whole team together and saving Leia, you basically just get this whole character development, and yeah, throughout the whole movie. And Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, my bad, is being trained by Obi-Wan, played by Alec Guinness. I don't know if I pronounced that right. And yeah, he wants to train him because they of course they tell him the story that Darth Vader was the guy who killed Luke's parents, but we found out in the next movie what actually happened. And so anyways, they save Leia, but they feel like the Empire is still too strong and they should stop the Empire. So of course they destroy the Empire ship at the end of the movie, and just sends everybody happy. It was just a good view of everything and the whole movie was just an incredible journey, and that's why I would love to give this movie a 10 out of 10, and rightfully so. It was new, it was different. You know, it was in 1977. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. It really is. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wearing the T-shirt now, would I? Um, yeah, I just fucking love this movie. From top to bottom, I never saw a single problem with it. You could say that in the remakes of the originals, they had their flops, and I gotta say that I do own those movies. The ones where they like edit everything and shit, cause they show Jabba the Hutt in there, but we don't actually meet Jabba the Hutt until Return of the Jedi. So don't try to fucking bullshit me there. But yeah, easily this is a 10 out of 10. It's just a worth watchable movie. Honestly, you could just watch this movie by yourself, but you don't necessarily need to watch Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. However, you should. But I feel like this movie, Star Wars, I'm not calling it A New Hope. That's not what the fuck it's called. It's called Star Wars, people. That movie by itself could just work itself. It's good on its own. Because you basically believe that the Empire has been stopped, and then you have Han, Chewie, and Luke, just being the like giving the thanks for stopping the Empire. Of course, the crazy shit with Obi-Wan Kenobi being killed off by Darth Vader. It was just, oh shit. And so it gets you the sense of how evil Darth Vader is. And I mean, Darth Vader was just fucking evil in so many ways, just basically controlling people, like choking them, even though like he'll just look at you through like the TV screen. I'm calling it a TV screen. I'm getting hate by Star Wars much, but whatever. 10 out of 10. I love this movie. It's worth watching. But then we get The Empire Strikes Back. Now everybody loves to say that this is the greatest movie of the Star Wars movies ever. I have to disagree, because this movie, as much action and awesomeness and just everything about it was just amazing, I still believe that the problem with this movie was that it focused more on setting up the next movie. But I'm not saying like today's age, when when they have like every single fucking movie, like Marvel, be like, oh, alright, let's do Age of Ultron and set up all these next movies. No, this one worked this story, and it obviously had to continue from there on, due to the ending of the movie. However, I felt like Star Wars by itself could have stand just by itself. But I still love this movie. I'll give you my overall rating of the movie later. But like I said, this movie is just a continuation. Luke gets a vision from Obi-Wan Kenobi saying that he must stop Luke, and then he has to find Yoda, who is honestly one of the greatest characters ever. Honestly, as a child, I loved Yoda. Even in the shitty prequels, that movie was still great. I know that a lot of people would like to hate that. I know a lot of people like to hate on me on the prequels. I'm gonna say this. As a kid, I liked them a little bit. I still thought they were kind of weird. But here's the thing. That was when I was a child. Now that I'm older, you kind of get that there's a lot of stupid shit, like Jar Jar Binks, for fucking sakes. Kill that motherfucker. But yeah, Yoda was great. Frank Oz was a great voice for him. And it's funny because throughout the whole movie, you think that Yoda's this big, muscular guy, and like he's like the greatest Jedi out there. But no, it's just like a short, like troll, green troll, and it was just like incredible that that character that looked like he was gonna be one of the biggest flops ended up being one of the greatest characters in just movie history in general. And him training Luke was great. How Yoda's talking to Obi-Wan in his head, how he's not patient, and then Obi-Wan goes, neither was I. So that doesn't mean you should give up on him. um so yeah, there's that. And throughout the movie, the Empire returns, Empire Strikes Back, perfect title for the movie. Shoots him, it like shoots down and takes over once again. And then the team of Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and R2-D2 have to stop the Empire again. And then they get a friend of theirs by Lando, played by Billy D. Williams. You might have seen him in Batman. But everybody remembers him from Star Wars, of course. So yeah, but it's kind of weird. He doesn't come out at the end. And there's also this scene that's just really, really weird due to Return of the Jedi, and you know which one it is. But Leia kisses Luke Skywalker, but shit gets crazy afterwards. So yeah. Yeah, and I just imagine Luke Skywalker's reaction when he figured out what happened. So it was just weird. And that was so great about these movies. There wasn't the internet to spoil everything, like I am doing right now. Fucking sorry. You should read the title that it has spoilers, or you should have assumed that these movies had spoilers, because why the fuck not? Anyways, so there's that story going on with Luke getting trained by Yoda, and the story of Darth Vader taking over, and the story of the original crew trying to stop Darth Vader and the Empire. During that, the fucking, as they go to Orlando, they get stopped by Darth Vader again. And then we get the view of one of the greatest characters out there, Boba Fett. Oh man, I fucking love this character. His introduction was just perfect and awesome. It was like a Darth Vader with a gun that could fly. Oh shit, this guy looked amazing. But so I was just so hyped for what they were gonna do with him at Return of the Jedi. When I was gonna see it. Obviously, I didn't grow up watching these movies. Obviously, my mom did, and then I watched them. So don't be thinking, "Oh fuck you, you don't watch. You weren't born at this time." I don't fuck you. So yeah, that was just crazy, and thank God I grew up with cool parents, because otherwise I would have been one of those kids that liked shitty stuff. So anyways, well, what the fuck was I talking about? It's just thinking so many things happen when we think about Star Wars, and the fact the Force Awakens is coming up soon. And oh shit. So oh yeah, how the fuck I forget this shit? Luke gets trained by Yoda, and then of course his training isn't finished, but he still goes out there to try to fight Darth Vader and save his friends. And then we get the message that we were so shocked to hear, that Darth Vader is actually Luke Skywalker's father. And that was just, holy fuck. And I know that Toy Story 2 did that shit. It was funny, but a lot of people hated that. Take a joke. So yeah, and it was crazy. And even though that he knows it's his son, Darth Vader still chopped off his hand, and he just fucking went crazy. And then And I was shocked that Luke didn't die in this movie, but he, of course, when Leia, C-3PO, Chewie, everybody escaped, and they all fall on the ship, and then they're just looking at the galaxy. Um, oh yeah, and how the fuck I forget? Han Solo gets frozen, and they take him and they sell him to Jabba the Hutt in the next movie. So all of this, and then again, fuck. Uh, as that happens, they just look at the galaxy and just see that you're just like, oh shit, what's next? What's next? And then the credits roll, and I was like, oh, damn it. But it was just a great way to send you off going, all right, shit, we gotta get ready for the next movie. What is next for this movie? And oh god, I was just so happy to see that shit. Um, and you might be thinking that this is my favorite movie. I still think that Star Wars is my favorite. It's really hard. The Empire Strikes Back has like the better action, the better setup to shit. Yet, Star Wars could just stand alone and be its own thing, and it changed the way we see movies. Cause people thought that like these cheap visuals were just lame, but this thing, of course, changed all of that back in 1977. But Empire Strikes Back, I have to give it a 10 out of 10. What else can I give it? What else can I give it? I mean, shit. But now we talk about Return of the Jedi, and this one we kick it off, and whew, I need to catch my breath. Um, so we kick it off, and then C-3PO and R2-D2 try to get Han Solo, and then we get to see Jabba the Hutt for the first time, and well, I know how in New Hope that the whole thing is that they should introduce him there, but that's not the actual case. So yeah, they introduce him, and then he's done for it. They get stopped, and then out of nowhere, Leia like mysteriously comes out, unfreezes Han Solo, and they get rescued again. Same thing with Chewie. You know, basically everything gets all saved. And between that, I know that they did an edit, like I said, the edition version of this movie. They have a shitty fucking song. When they introduced Jabba, oh my fucking god, I hate that fucking song. I know the Schmoes knows like to make fun of that song. If you saw their best and worst bands, movie bands, you might know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, I fucking hate it. He Who Rises and the He Who, what the fuck was that? Fuck them for putting that. But anyways, everybody gets saved. They and then apparently they get caught, and they were gonna get sent to this like monster creature that's supposed to like eat him, but eventually Luke Skywalker uses the Force to stop him, and then we see a green lightsaber for the first time. And at the time I was like, you know, watching it, it was like, oh look, a green lightsaber. It's because I've seen the prequels first. That's what fucking killed it for me. But I know that kids that grew up watching these, they saw green lightsaber and they marked the fuck out. And I'm fucking sorry that I wasn't those people, but of course, green is my favorite color, so I would mark off that. That's why Yoda is one of my favorite characters ever, and his death in this movie was so like it's just so sad. But of course, all good things must come to an end. Same thing with this movie, Return of the Jedi. It was a fucking crazy movie, and we finally get the official introduction of the Emperor, voiced by Ian McDiarmid, I think that is. And he was between the fight with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, which I'll get to that. And so all of this shit goes on. My main this is a lot more like stop pace kind of thing. and that's why this is, of course, the weakest out of the three. And a lot of people could agree with that this is the weakest out of the three um original Star Wars movie, but it's still a phenomenal movie nonetheless. And they show a ghost, of course, of Obi-Wan, saying that he has a sister and it is Princess Leia. And remember, Empire Strikes Back, they kissed. That's weird. Um, but yeah, that happens. And then of course they talk about it, and then she's like, I kind of knew, I kind of figured that already. And it could have been cool if they showed that Leia is like, oh my god, Darth Vader's my father, holy shit. But no, that didn't happen. That's a really huge problem that happened in the movie. Um, Again, Boba Fett's death. Um, you know, it had a couple more problems, but it's still a great movie. Like I'm saying. But then of course we get the introduction of the Ewoks, who see C-3PO as a god because he's made out of gold. Remember, he's a robot made out of gold. And a lot of people give shit to the Ewoks. I'll give shit to their fucking movie. That movie was god awful. However, they're not bad. I like them. They're okay. They kind of like they felt a little goofy, but they're actually kind of cool in a way. Like it kind of wasn't believable that they stopped a bunch of clones with rocks and shit. It kind of felt like a cartoon in a way, but no, the Ewoks were good. I'll let those guys slide, because the main focus of this movie was the final battle between Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And did it deliver? Fuck yes, it did. It did. That moment when you see the two lifesavers just standing right there, and then the Empire just looking happy. Oh, that was a great moment. I love that. That's my favorite scene of all the movies, actually. Just seeing both lightsabers pointing at each other and the Emperor just looking smiling. That's my favorite picture ever. That's just a great way to say how evil this guy really is. Oh my god. And then the fight just went on. And it delivered more than the one in Empire Strikes Back, because I was just like, Luke's kind of getting the hang of it, but this one just goes on. And you could say all you want about how Luke kept running away like a coward or some shit. It will still work. And then the Empire just electrocutes Luke Skywalker, and he's getting stopped. And then Darth Vader had to wait to say that he's good now, and then he picks up the Empire and kills him, just sends him down, just throws him out. And of course, as he's holding him, Darth Vader is gonna fucking die because of that. And then Darth Vader wants to see Luke in the eyes for the first time, and then he takes off the helmet for the first time. Now in the Empire Strikes Back, we see that it's just like all disgusting and shit, and he takes it off, and then I don't know, Darth Vader looked like Humpty Dumpty for some reason, and but of course that that was just the last way to send Darth Vader, and in a way you feel like Darth Vader was now the good guy and not the actual bad guy who was just manipulated by the Emperor. It's almost like Darth Vader was the puppet and the Emperor was the master, the puppet master. And so in a way, that a little problem, a little nitpick, and it made it feel like in Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, he wasn't this like horrible person. He was just controlled in a way. That's how you felt. However, I still loved Darth Vader in Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. That's why I give those movies a lot of props. And so yeah, and then the battle between the Ewoks, Han, everybody versus the clones, it was fine for what it was. I didn't hate it. It was good. It was just a nice way to send everybody happy. And another part that I really like, the song I played earlier was also the song for the funeral for Darth Vader when Luke is just burning the body and then he's the only one standing there, because obviously no one would be at Darth Vader's funeral because he's known to be the most evil person in the in the galaxy. And I actually personally thought that that could have been a perfect ending of just seeing Luke just going like looking at him, um, just upset that he's gone. And then of course the there's a huge party going on with everybody celebrating, which is whatever. But and then it ends with Luke just staring, and then he sees the ghost of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and then out of nowhere, this guy pops out, and you don't know who it is, but then you look closely, and then you say, "Oh my God, that's Darth Vader," not Hayden Christensen, that little crying little bitch from Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Phantom Menace. Fuck that guy. No, I like that they showed that. And my versions of the movie, they show the other fucker, Hayden, whatever the fuck his name is. I was pissed, but whatever, I let that slide. Yeah, and overall, it's just a great way to send off an incredible trilogy. In fact, my favorite trilogy of all time, I might add, and it's gonna continue from there on, in a month from today, and I am so fucking happy. This movie rating, I did have its little problems, but it was still an overall a great movie, and I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. It was still a phenomenal movie, and it's basically the send off to a great trilogy, like I said, plus a great picture of the lightsaber battle with the Empire, kind of like a referee. So yeah, the Force Awakens is gonna be incredible. I'm going, probably taking this shit with me. Share your thoughts. Are you excited for the Force Awakens? Do you like these movies? Hopefully you guys don't want me to review the prequels, but chances are you guys will. I might do it anyways. I gotta go somewhere, so peace out. I'm actually on break. I'm gonna be on break all next week, so expect a lot of videos. So yay! I'll be at my mom's. What else? I'm performing Friday, so stay tuned for that. If you love my music, I'm actually featured in the song. I'm not the actual star in the song. I'm actually a featuree. So yeah, stay tuned for all this great stuff. Watch this trilogy if you haven't already. Any girl that says, "Oh, you're a fucking nerd," and I don't like Star Wars because they're boring, tell that bitch to go fuck herself. Anyways, it's me, the ALE XX, and until then, I'm out.